So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Seedorf. And it's Chiellini. Can he get it through? And that could set him on his way. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Brazil looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Cristiano Ronaldo. Chiellini gets it away.
Brazil couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Gullit. Maldini is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. Threads one in.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Tchouaméni running with the ball. Seedorf has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Hazard. Gullit. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Brazil looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break.
Transportation today, please watch the screen for train departure times from all local major stations.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 14, Rooney.
So off we go again.
Number 3, Elhaj Diouf. Coming on the field, number 20, Philippe
Mbappe.
Inzaghi. Number 22.
Nice defending, it's got the job done. Tchouaméni. Gattuso. Time and again they are repelled. And this is Ronaldo, and he's lost his man here. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he's gone looking for safety. Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival.
Brazil have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Tries to pass it through. Robertson getting this one clear. And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
The goal scorer for Brazil.
Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
A case now of complete control.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
And he's intervened well there. Nicely aimed pass. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Ambitious ball here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Roberto Carlos goes long and straight. Howson kept his eye on it, and he's there. And this is Inzaghi. And it's Yaya Toure. Chiellini makes the interception. Oh, that's a key interception. Can he get on the end of this? And No, that was never going to make it. Ferdinand, the man that is tenacity personified. Mbappe. Hazard. And this is Ronaldo. Hazard. Mbappe. Tchouaméni. And Zanetti. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Varane promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries to play it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Desailly kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Azar. Gullit, and he is deftly away. Gullit unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, good-looking ball. Mbappe. Rafael Varane proves too strong, too smart. That's been cut out, well played. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Looking for options for movement. And they've got rid. And it's Seedorf. And this is... He's having a shot! And somehow he kept it out.
Gullit nearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Tchouaméni. Oh, good spread. Aimed beyond the defence. Goes for a shot! And that's a sharp finish!
Substitution in progress.
Time for a change in personnel. Well, that pass isn't the best. Good running, strong and purposeful. Driving forward. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Now it's Inzaghi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Adriano is onto it in a flash. Nedved. And that pass just didn't quite work. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Nedved, Ibrahimovic, and he's quick to get rid. So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. And there goes the final whistle. Ah, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance.
I'd like to inform you now that the latest travel
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody,
stadium,
and
and the
welcome
players
to
on the
today's
pitch are
match.
raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running.
I'm sitting here wondering, Peter, what Roberto Donadoni's main role is going to be. One of Italy's greatest ever.
Joelinton! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Chance to shoot! Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Toure can clear it away. Seedorf. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Edmilson. Now that's well seen too. Joelinton. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Yaya Toure. Oh, well played, well sorted out. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Hazard. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pele. Now it's Lukaku. Now, can they get him away? And this is Shevchenko. And he's managed to... Big chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Port have their second corner now. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Joelinton tries one from range. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That has ended up in no man's land. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Seedorf.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And this is Shevchenko. That's a good ball. Takes a shot! He's delivered all right! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Port have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now it's Lukaku. Varane promptly onto that, and that is that.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Real chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Bullet is offering a wry smile there.
Cleared without hesitation. And it's Hazard. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. 30 minutes gone. Ferdinand gets across to intercept that. Looking for options for movement. And reclaimed it in a trice. Works it forward. Joelinton. Now it's Shevchenko. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, can he get onto this? Desailly kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Port have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Now it's Hullet. In with the challenge. Pele. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And it's Azar. And this is Ronaldo. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And a shot! And a neat finish! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Pele.
Yaya Toure.
Seedorf.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Pele.
Yaya Toure.
And it's Hullet. Seedorf is a... The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Just a quick announcement, it is now time for our special lottery. Please grab the tickets you were given when you were walking through the gates. Substitution on the field, number 4, Van Dijk. Coming on to replace him is number 3.
There's the whistle then to start the second half. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Port have reclaimed it. Donadoni. Driven forward. Ronaldo going after that. Oh, he's burst through. Hullet couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried.
He's having a shot! That has been knocked clear. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Varane gets over and intercepts. Shot could be a chance! Ronaldo! Superb!
Oh, that was magnificent. What a way to stamp your ability on a game. Not necessarily pivotal, but it has most definitely shifted momentum. Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Substitution in progress.
Brazil choosing to make the first change. Brazil with the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Nedved. Shot, surely! Goal! 2 to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Brazil now in a position far more desirable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Brazil are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Bale. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Donadoni. Coming on the field.
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
McAllister.
And he can clear it away. Pelé. Nedved. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, that's well spotted. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything...
And the finish! And it's in! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Port cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Now it's Pelé. And he's picked out the run. And they've got rid. Port have it back and can go again. And this is Pelé. Lukaku.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Port really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Port really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Right, Shevchenko. Desai gets it clear. Oh no, what has happened here? That's a throw.
Substitution.
Benatia kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pelé might just make this. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Saliba. That ball looks a good one. And Shevchenko! And the difference is still one, but only just.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Silvestre is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
Port really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Van der Sar punts it upfield. Benatia did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Time added on,
has been
4
indicated.
minutes. Silvestre cuts it out. Nicely weighted ball. He's picked his way through, driving through the middle. Oh, that was vital. Oh no, it's an own goal!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Shapes to shoot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Pele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's hoisted clear. And that's it. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle.
Raphael Varane is someone I've always liked a lot for his incredible discipline and intelligence, Peter. So often having to play a covering role for a more aggressive partner.
Shot at goal! Goal! And that's got him off to a flyer!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Gullit, decent chance! Now that oh, he's been caught on it here. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Well, that pass isn't the best. Seedorf. James finding himself in space. Varane is there and he can get that clear. Now it's Mbappe. And here's the chance to counter. A nicely aimed pass. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, this is a great... And Seedorf! And that's a sharp finish. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Brazil restore parity.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Desailly makes the interception. Now it's Gullit. James. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's tidy. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yaya Toure cannot be beaten that easily, and he plays one through. Thuram. Seedorf gets a foot in and wins the ball. Azar. And it's Yaya Toure. And it's Seedorf. James. James crosses. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Azar! It's loose now and they want to get it back. It's a throw-in. Not the most convincing of passes. Maradona. Vieira. Maradona. Messi. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Pinches it off him. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's having a shot! And how good was that? That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the comeback is complete! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Brazil have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. James, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. Seedorf. Desailly. Messi. Rafael Varane proves too strong, too smart. And a chance! Ronaldo does well to get it. Can he finish? Pele. Vieira.
Ci sarà un minuto di
Gullit.
recupero.
Well read, and the danger is averted. And he can thump it away. Looking to play him in. Can he get onto this?
There they go, hunting again.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Brazil have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. So there was the first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Brazil are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. Back on the way then. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Shoots! And a neat finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Brazil now in a position far more desirable.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Seedorf. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pele. Seedorf produces the perfect tackle there. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Azar. And here's Gullit. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Azar. Yaya Toure. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Maradona just eases him off the ball. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He is through here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Gullit. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Azar. And that's been won straight back. Now, can they get him away? Messi stood up well to him there. Azar threads one in. Messi. Maradona. It's Maradona! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, good finish! Right back in the game! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 18, numero 10. Lasciano il campo
Two
per
coaches
il
are
numero
signalling
5,
changes here,
il
both
numero
at the same
11,
time.
Neymar.
Shift in momentum,
Attenzione
perhaps.
sulla sostituzione.
Well, what a difference a goal made.
Tries from distance. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
That's a throw. Nice sequence of passes, this. Adriano! And he hits the net! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Brazil go up by 2 and are looking good.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Rafael Varane, 75 minutes played. And he welcomes it in. He's got away. Now this could be a chance. Oh, well played. Maldini. Now it's Nedved. Very nicely done. Good spot, that. James. Knocks it into space. Mateus stood his ground strongly. That's a decent clearance. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Mateus. Real chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. What a moment for the triple centurion, for one of this team's favourite sons. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Brazil palpably stronger, better, superior. Oh, this looks sharp. Ferdinand calmly anticipates. Van der Sar is there to clear. 4 added minutes on the board, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nedved can see things others simply cannot. Now, the ball's gone astray. And that is that. Brazil have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
And this is Gullit. Gullit. Here's Vieira. Azar. This looks promising. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Yaya Toure. And this is Gullit. Plays it through. That's a nicely shaped ball. Messi. And it's Vieira. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Roberto Carlos. Stam. And it's Azar. Mbappe. It's Gullit. Maldini. Brazil, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Seedorf cannot be beaten that easily. And it's Azar. Can he get onto this? That's the keeper's ball. Maldini is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Santos have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Gullit. Hazard. Varane spots it and intercepts. And here's Messi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Ibrahimovic really showed what he brings to this side there. A fantastic effort, even if the defence seemed half asleep.
He's got away. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Gullit. 15 minutes till half-time. Yaya Toure. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Azar. And it's Gullit. Nicely spread. That's where it came from. Maldini. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Ibrahimovic. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Gullit. Looking tidy in possession here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Santos, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Mbappe. Gullit with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Hazard. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. And there's green grass ahead of him. Takes a shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Brilliantly cut out. And now a sudden chance to counter. Varane kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And this is Ronaldo. Tries to play it through. And that's a shoots! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, that comes down as wasteful again. The pass broke the line, and the finish, I think, broke a few hearts.
Maldini. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Mbappe. And that signals the end of the first period. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Substituição em andamento.
And we get things going again. So the first half brought no goals. Buffon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Maldini. Brazil do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Out towards the flank. Nice control. He's shifting through the gears here. Can he get it through? Lofted in, towering header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. And here's Gullit. Gullit receives it in a good position here. Stam did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Lovely ball, big chance! And the ball's come loose here. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
uma substituição.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Varane getting this one clear. Now, can they get it back? Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Now it's Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Santos really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And he's managed to get free. Knocks it out wide. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Brazil have their second corner now. James goes short, elects to cross, and it's hoisted clear. And that has left him in a heap. A quick look, thought about cutting inside.
Well played and well cleared.
Toure cuts a frustrated figure right now, he just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Maldini. And it's Azar. Driving on and making good progress. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And this is Adriano. Adriano! He's got a goal! Finally the breakthrough!
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Santos choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
So we have the first goal.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
And he's got away from it. Big chance! One-on-one! Buffon did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Some really good ball movement.
Brazil surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
No, that's been intercepted. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And here's Ibrahimovic. It's a good spell of possession, this. One 1-0 as we head towards the end. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And this is Ibrahimovic. Great vision. Azar, a player who needs no introduction. Adriano. Now there's a shooting chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
That's been cut out, well played. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Brazil really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
It's really well cleared. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Desai. And the number on the board is 3. Maldini is there to clear. And time is up. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Adriano voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Brazil clearly weren't looking to win it this way. There's no doubt about that. Still, you have to credit them for their ability to dig deep, to show good mental strength, and to find that extra gear when it mattered.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running.
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and intimidating, and I think his athleticism helps him get through a fierce amount of work.
Nothing quite like him in the modern era.
Agreed.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. The referee's awarded a free kick. Boy, he struck that clean. Edmilson. Yaya Toure gives no quarter whatsoever. Shoots! And he has kept it out somehow.
Gullit really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. Bale's cross. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Messi. Guirassy, Desailly spots it and intercepts. Hazard going face-to-face with his... And Gullit! Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Persib Bandung finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Passing is crisp and sharp. Backward it goes. Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Keeper has taken decisive action. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's been played through. And this is Ronaldo. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. They get a throw in. Ronaldinho conjures time and space where few can. And this is Gullit. Stood up well to him there.
Persib Bandung always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Great vision. And this is Messi. Flashes it across. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Hazard, who does have an assist to his name. Ambitious ball here. Spread neatly. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Caught offside that time. He's not got that quite right. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now it's Gullit. And it's Gullit. Seedorf is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Edmilson. Howson. Seedorf. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he scores! Bale. Passing nice and neat. Edmilson. Messi. And Edmilson. And it's Ronaldinho. Hazard. And it's Seedorf. Oh, that's well spotted. He's beaten the last man. Ronaldo is fouled. Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. That's been drilled forward. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Guirassy. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And that's been won straight back. Seedorf. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Edmilson.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
It's Chris!
That's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Gullit is behind this one, looking to widen the gap even further here. And this is Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! And that's another fine save. Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that could set him on his way. An uncompromising challenge. That's it, 45 minutes up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. So your views on the first half?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. If there is perhaps one criticism I can make, it would be the wastefulness in front of goal. You really ought to be putting those chances away. They have to make up for that.
Brazil are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Kılıçsoy. Edmilson. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's played it back. Seedorf. And here's Gullit. Howson makes the interception. Oh, that's fabulous. Gullit! Edmilson. Ronaldinho. Now it's Guirassy. Looking for the run. Great ball if he can get there. He's picked his way through.
That's good defending, very good defending.
Still alert as ever. That's so well played.
Ronaldinho. Varane gets it away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 10.
Silvestre.
Camisa 20. Camisa 42. Camisa 7.
Dealt with nicely by the
Camisa
defence.
21. Deixando o campo para a entrada.
Looking to play him in.
Camisa 11. Camisa 39. Camisa 14. Camisa 9.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to...
And the shot! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! About as smooth as it gets. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Persib Bandung restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ferdinand kept his eye on it, and he's there. It's an inviting looking ball, that. That looks a good ball through. And he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Ronaldinho. It's a searching pass. Diouf. Diouf proves just a little bit too strong. Corner number 2 then. Ronaldinho with the short one. Chance, surely! Well taken goal. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Teremos uma substituição.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Ferdinand promptly onto that, and Guirassy, and he shoots! Oh, that's fabulous! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
So the lead now is 2.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Dani Olmo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nicely shaped ball. It's played through for him. Bale. Nedved. And Mateus. Adriano. Oh, he's caught in there, it's a free kick. Now this is interesting, he has already had his name taken once. So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Played with finesse. Silvestre cuts it out. Looking for options for movement. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Persib Bandung clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Into the last 5 minutes. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Wirtz, and now the breakaway. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And he ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Persib Bandung are down to 10 men.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Oh, that's a waste. Hakimi. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's found a way through. Chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he lines up. There's the header! It's in! Deep into injury time! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Brazil give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well done.
That's that, the end. Brazil did lead, indeed they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came.